Hello, welcome to your practice today. My name is Bridie and I'll be guiding you through this yin practice. For props you will need a bolster and a block, otherwise something that is like that, maybe a nice big cushion, a couple of books to help prop yourself up. We'll be working through our gallbladder and liver meridian channels. And if you do enjoy this class, please subscribe for more classes or leave a comment or like this class. I would love to hear from you. So we're going to begin together today in a seat. You're more than welcome to remain kneeling, maybe placing the bolster in between the thighs and the calves just to rest your glutes onto, or maybe you wish to take a cross-legged position using a prop again underneath your seat. And when you've found your most comfortable position, just come in to bring the back of the hands to the thighs and allow the palms to face up. And closing down your eyes when you're ready, taking a beautiful deep breath in through the nose. And landing here on your mat as you exhale, nice, long and smooth out through the mouth. Here, just drawing your awareness to the very tip of your nose, starting to observe and become aware of your natural breath. Starting to become present with your breath. Intensifying the awareness that you have within your body. I'm working through postures today that nourish and stimulate our liver and gallbladder meridian channels. And these organ pairs relate to the emotions of anger and frustration when out of balance. And within the realm of Ayurveda, the ancient holistic medicine of India, which I practice, the liver is seen as Pitta dosha dominant. And Pitta governs the liver. This dosha, this energy being heightened in the element of fire. And as we come and leave summer behind us in the southern hemisphere, maybe you've noticed that fire within you rising, a little more heat than usual within your body. Maybe it's accumulated over the summer months. You've possibly witnessed yourself reacting with these emotions of frustration or anger. So first we're going to begin by cooling the body with Shatali Pranayam. So to begin, I want you to either curl your tongue. If this isn't for you, you can pout the lips as though you're sipping through a straw. What we do, we stick out our curled tongue. We sip through the tongue as though we are sipping through a straw. And we hold the breath in. And then we exhale the breath out through the nose. I'll find a round here to demonstrate for you. Poking the tongue out, curling the tongue, inhale. Closing down the mouth, holding the breath in. And then exhaling out through the nose. We'll find 5 rounds together. Inhale. Inhale. 3 more rounds in your own time. And taking 2 more rounds, maybe pausing a little longer at the top of the inhale breath, sipping the breath in through the tongue or the lips like a straw. Maybe extending that exhale breath out through the nose a little bit longer. This breath is also really tranquilizing and calming for our body, starting to guide our body into a yin-like state. Once you've completed your 5 rounds, just allow the breath to return back to its natural pace, its natural rhythm. Let go through the shoulders, start to melt from the crown of the head all the way down to the toes. Observing any changes within the body, maybe feeling a little cooler from the breath practice. When you feel ready, you can gently flicker your eyes open and start to make your way down onto your back. And from here, placing the bolster or your cushion to the very end of your mat. And bringing the heels onto your bolster. And as you inhale, taking both of your arms up and overhead. And from here, grabbing a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and walking both of your feet to the bottom left corner of your mat or your bolster or your cushion. Maybe you choose to anchor the feet here by crossing left foot over right or vice versa, whatever feels better and like a deeper stretch for your body. Then we guide the hands to the top left corner of the mat, creating a banana or crescent moon shape with the body. To deepen this posture, we can bind hands to elbows and just observe where it feels nice to rest your head and neck. Maybe you keep your gaze to the ceiling, or just find a rock of the head from left to right, beginning to rest it where it feels comfortable. And softening the right shoulder blade down towards the earth, the back of the right hip down towards the earth. Just focus a little deeper on the breath passing down the right side of the body. Feeling the inhale breath expand and deepen this opening. And soften, allow the whole back of the body to fall evenly in towards the earth. So we hold this posture here. I'll let you know when it's time to transition. And drawing a deep breath into the right lung, expanding the right rib cage. And as you exhale, really gently walk your body back through center. And we're going to continue all the way over to the opposite side. So the feet walk to the bottom right corner of the mat or your prop. Again, take the option to cross over the ankles. And then guiding the hands, the shoulders to angle towards the top right corner of the mat. Again, finding the option to bind right hand to wrist or hands to elbows. And head from side to side or neutral to the ceiling. And on every out breath, we soften the back of the left shoulder blade, the left hip. Releasing any tension through the shoulders, the belly. Be soft through the face. time, sending the breath into the left lung, expanding into the left rib cage. And using your out breath to walk yourself back through center. And just guiding your bolster underneath your knees, extending your legs out long, extending your arms out long, and re-lengthening through your spine, and grounding the heels wherever you are down to the earth. Just taking a moment here to allow any stagnant energy to begin to flow freely through your gallbladder channels. Channels which line roughly the outer seam of the body from the outer seam of the legs, torso, all the way up to the sides of the face. Maybe you can feel this chi, this prana, this life force energy beginning to flow through you. Feeling more open, more spacious down the outer seam of our body. And from here, really gently starting to roll onto your side. And peeling your side waist off of the mat, allow your head to be the last thing to rise. And from here, extending the right leg long, drawing the sole of the left foot towards the right inner thigh. And placing your cushion or your bolster across your right hip crease. And starting to drape the right side waist over the body and starting to reach the left fingertips up and overhead towards the right toes. We have the option here, if you have the space in your body, to simply release the forearm to the inside of the right leg. Maybe you find a bind with left hand to the toes as you just allow the heart to roll open towards the ceiling and allow the sit bone to fall heavy, the left sit bone in particular, to fall heavy to the earth. If you don't quite have the space down the left side of the body, you can bring your left hand to the back of the head and just allow the left elbow to shine towards the ceiling. Maybe you catch your head in your right hand so you can relax completely through the neck. Also the option to bring the back of your left hand to the lower back to just feel that opening down the left side of the torso. Here we also tap into our liver channel, opening the liver channel on the inner thigh, inner seam of the right leg. Just holding for 1 more minute here. It's really deep, I know, but can you maintain a natural breath? Let your body know it's okay to let go, it's okay to relax. It's okay to release and open. No pushing or pulling here, just allowing your body to fall to exactly where it's meant to be. And then finding one last inhale to hold. Letting the exhale breath guide you back out. Maybe you drop your heart towards your right thigh just so you're not straining through that left side of the body after that super deep stretch. And walking your hands gently back towards your midline. And from here we're switching to the opposite side. Left leg extends long, right sole of foot to the left inner thigh. And repositioning your props as you need. Again, our bolster into the left hip crease. We can again find that drape, right hand to head, maybe left hand to head to support, or bringing the back of the right hand to lower back, just allowing the heart to roll open, or taking that deeper option to release the left forearm towards the inside of the leg. Maybe reach the right arm all the way up and over to bind with the toe. Again, remember, no pulling to grab onto the toe. We're only taking the bind if it's an easy bind. And allowing your body to fall. Letting it be where it needs to be. And accepting where it is. And again, just one more minute here. And finding some nice, long, clearing breaths out through the mouth. And on your out breath, again just dropping the chest, the heart down towards the left thigh. Walking the hands back in towards the body to rise through the torso. And finding our saddle fold, our dragonfly fold from here. Both legs come out nice and wide. Taking your bolster and placing it in front of the body. We can choose to incline the bolster with our props. And from here we come to rest our belly down onto the bolster, just dropping left or right cheek down to your prop. If you have the space, you may wish to just leave your cushion on the earth, or maybe you find your full dragonfly with chest and heart all the way down to the earth. And finding a nice big breath into the back of the body. Big sigh out through the mouth. Allow your torso to be held by the block or by the earth as you let go. Letting go completely through the ankles all the way down to the toes. Maybe you give them a little shake to release any tension, any hold unconsciously there. And allow the shoulders to soften back and away from the ears. Allow that softness to ripple down through the arms, be soft through the elbows, all the way down to fingertips. Maybe you bring the back of the hands to the earth just to allow the fingertips to naturally curl. And if you have your cheek resting to one side, just coming to swap to the opposite cheek. And for your final couple of breaths, maybe fold a little deeper. Readjusting any props underneath your body to do so. Maybe it feels perfectly fine to remain just as you are. Just let go a little more through the jaws. Maybe your depth comes from simply releasing through the brows, the eyelids, softening the forehead, letting the tongue drop from the top of the mouth. Soften, soften, soften. And taking a full breath in. And again, using the hands to guide your torso back upright, pushing the earth away, walking the hands in towards the groin. From here, we're finding a rebound on our backs. Maybe use your hands to help guide the knees back in towards one another. Taking a moment as an option to windshield wiper through the legs from side to side if that feels like a calling for your body. And I always love having the bolster under my knees in rebound and shavasana, so you can take that option or just come to lie out flat on your back. If you do find you have any lower back issues when you're lying flat on your back, having the bolster under the knees will help ease that discomfort. Again, finding a nice clearing, exhale out through the mouth. We give the body a moment to rebalance, to absorb the medicine of that posture, the postures we've just done. And finishing our practice together with a supine twist. You can use your bolster for support on underneath the lower leg, or you're more than welcome to release your lower leg all the way down to the earth if you comfortably can. So if you're using your bolster, just align the bolster down the length of your left leg and gently draw the right knee inwards, tapping the right toes towards the earth. And from here, press into the right toes, lift the left hip and tuck the left hip underneath the right as you place the right knee, the inner seam of the lower leg, ankle and foot onto your bolster or onto the earth. So you have a 90-degree bend within that right leg. And with the arms out in a nice wide T position, really anchor both of your shoulder blades into the earth. Allow them to fall heavy and be grounded. And keeping your gaze towards the ceiling or deepening the twist through the neck and gazing over towards your right fingertips. And allowing your body to fall into this shape completely. Letting go of any tension through the glutes. Soften, let go through the belly. And on your out breath, we exit the pose. Grounding the right toes, lifting, realigning the hips through center. Just taking a moment, bending into both of the knees. Take the feet a little wider than the hips and allow both of the knees to knock in towards one another. And transitioning to the opposite side. Again, if you're using your prop for support, we align the bolster down the right side of the body. And we tap the left toes, start to press into the left toes, lift the hips, tuck the right hip underneath the left. Then grounding the left knee, left inner seam of the leg, ankle and foot all the way to the earth or your prop. The arms out in a T position, keeping your gaze to the ceiling or dropping the head over towards the left fingertips, allowing the left shoulder blade to ground heavy to the earth. Finding a deep breath in and exhale, release. Melt, melt, melt. And smooth breath in. Exhale, releasing back onto your spine. Again, realigning the hips, realigning the neck. Take the feet out a little wider, knees drawing towards one another. Maybe coming to rest your hands to your belly. And setting ourselves up for our pentacle pose, our pose where we find deep, deep rest and stillness. Setting your props up as you need. Again, taking that option for bolster underneath the knees, feet a little wider than the hips, grounding the heels. Allow the arms to come out from your side waist. Palms facing up, shuffling the shoulder blades in towards one another, feeling nice and open through your heart space. Maybe again lifting the hips, tucking the tail under slightly, and gently resting your sacrum down towards the earth. Picking up the head, tucking the chin, feeling long through the neck, long through the spine. And drawing the breath all the way down into the lower belly, maybe beyond the lower belly and down to the toes. Feel the body up from the toes all the way to the crown of the head and hold. And part the lips, allow a nice big sigh out through the mouth on the out breath. Just allow the natural breath to take over. Allow yourself to drift here. Finding your rest, I invite you to stay for at least 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to leave you here in your own space. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you in another class soon. Namaste.